Hey, what's going on, Chase? Nothing. Just caught this last guy of the year coming out. He hears me talking. Don't drop a weight on your head. Tangerine Emerine. Can you hear me okay? Awesome. Appreciate it, Esteban. Just to recap, just happened to look in the incubator for the last male of the season. He's a tangerine. His parents are a mandarin emerine to a white and yellow raptor. So this is the last male. He's already completely different than the male that came out earlier today. His brother. His brother was almost pitch black. I was hoping this one would be albino. Hey Israel, how you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. Just throwing up the last male of our season coming out. I got plenty of females coming. They're about to start any day now. But he's looking like he's gonna be a good looking one. I've had two that have been, one's super hypo tangerine carrot tail baldy, and then I have another one that turned out to be white and yellow, and he's awesome looking. I can't wait to finish seeing him grow up. What I'll end up doing is probably breeding him back to his mother, who is a white and yellow, almost a pastel raptor. Very, very yellow and very white, very muted. And these will all be 100% raptor, and should get some tangerine white and yellow raptors next year. And she's been a great breeder for her first season. I think she's laid 14 eggs, 8 babies. Come on, little guy. The funny thing is, I'm babysitting my children right now, which is an odd thing to say. My wife is gone, and they haven't realized I had to walk away yet. So at any minute, shenanigans could take its course. Oh no, 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 no. My wife's she's just out. She didn't die or nothing. No, she just isn't here. Sorry if that's how it came across. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Sorry for your loss. I didn't explain that well enough. He's making some movement. No, I apologize. No, I'm sorry. She likes to make a joke of it because anytime she leaves me with the children, they say my 4 year old says, "Oh, Daddy's babysitting us," which no, I'm just parenting, but it's rare that happens. So, but I do appreciate you being here. Hope you're. I don't know if you've seen a leopard gecko birth yet. It's pretty. Sometimes it takes a little while, but it's pretty cool watching them pip through. And I don't ever help them because this just makes them stronger. So. while we're waiting, while this is going on, if the two of the people that are on have any questions, feel free to ask. It seems like while I talk, he seems to move more. So, oh no, it's a leopard gecko. So Palmetto State geckos, we breed leopard geckos. Watch some of the other videos. You'll see some examples. They're really beautiful reptiles, lizards. Um, this one specifically came from a Mandarin emerine father, super hypo tangerine carrot tail baldy, which just means he's all orange with no spots, and then orange on his tail. And then the mother was a white and yellow Tremper albino with eclipse. And the short version of that is just calling it a raptor. Um, so this one, can't tell if it's albino yet, but it probably not. But it will definitely be, it's 100% that its heterozygous genes are going to be albino. Oh, no problem. It's definitely leopard geckos are one of the easiest, best reptiles to care for and to raise up, especially for children. They're pretty easy. You have to really, really try to really mess one up. So um, they're outstanding genetically. They can survive. They're from the desert of like India, Pakistan, and places like that out in the Middle East, and they're really phenomenal when it comes to survival. Their tails act like camels. They store fat and water for nutrition if they don't have anything to eat for a while. That's why you'll see their tails get very bulbous if they overeat. Um, they come in so many different colors now that we've bred them, kind of like dogs, for orange and black and yellow and spots and no spots. And so it's a really good practice in eugenics, breeding leopard geckos. This one here has been temp sexed for male, which means if you incubate it at about 90 degrees, you have a very high probability of it coming out male. Um, on the flip side, if you incubate it lower, say 80 degrees, it's a high probability it'll come out female. But it takes longer. This male took 34 days, whereas a female will take 55 to 60. And it's a pretty high probability, about 96%, that it'll be. So far, all of mine have always been male at 90 degrees. My first round of females will be coming out here in the next couple days. Um, they're pretty outstanding. It's a fun hobby and experience. There are a lot of breeders because usually when people get one, they realize, oh, this is not too bad, and they try to get a second one, or a third, or fourth, or in my case, 60. Lower the light a little bit, just in case that was giving them a hard time. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you can go to Palmetto State Geckos on Instagram, and you can see his clutch mate, his brother, hatched earlier today while I was at work, and I found him when I got home. And where you see the orange on his head was pitch black, black and yellow stripes. So these two are going to be a lot of. I've had experience with a lot of brothers come out this year pretty similar. These are going to be polar opposites. Not polar opposites, I should say, but starting extremely different. Just to recap for those that are coming in, this is the last male hatching. I keep saying birth. It's a hatching of the year for our season. Females are about to start coming, but I happened to catch this one as he had pipped out. So I figured I'd throw it up here on live. While we're waiting, talking seems to kind of coax him to keep moving. So if you have any questions. So being a Christian, that's, and I'm not, I'm intrigued on your take of Instagram as opposed to YouTube. Is it because you can control what you see on YouTube more than you can? Because I mean, I can understand Instagram kind of shows you just anything it wants to. Ah, okay. Where are you located at? Oh, Belize. Oh, that's nice.
Hmm?
If anybody else in the room still has any questions, feel free to ask while we watch this guy hatch. Every time I talk, he moves a little bit more. So I'm glad you take some time off from your church songs to watch my leopard gecko be born. Hopefully, he'll make an appearance before you have to go. My wife just entered the room. I'm trying to explain to her without talking too loud what's going on, but we are watching the last male of the season hatch. And it kind of looks like he's trying to go back in the egg, which is counterproductive to what we would like to see him do. But he's putting maximum effort. It is still hatching, but no, this one's male. It should be male, excuse me. Temp sex male, which means the temperature was set for it to probably be male. All of my super giants have hatched. I do have one female that's still laying. Her last set were not fertile. But she's about to lay again, and I'm hoping I'll get at least one more set. And those I will temp sex female. So I have actually sold all of the supergiant males we had this year. Next year is going to be phenomenal. I know you watched. Yeah, praying is important. I was weighing today's the hatch date for the Osiris line Trimper male that I have, and he just hit 3 months today, and he's 60 grams. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I haven't seen growth like this. He's not even remotely fat. Like I'm scared to feed him more. I haven't seen him overeat, but he's just, his frame is just getting so large, and he's such a calm gecko. He every time I go in to start working, he walks out to the end and just watches and hangs out. It's amazing. No, he's making a move. And I've stocked up a lot of females, super giant trimpers to go with this guy. Yeah. Tomorrow I've actually got sending out 3 geckos, and I've got a tornado coming from Tug. They accidentally sent me the wrong one. Still was a beautiful one, but they are sending me the correct one. She's about 96% covered. So I'm excited about that. We'll be making a tangerine video this weekend. Also, I'm going to be on the Herping Hour podcast again this Sunday. They'll record and they'll let it out next couple days after that. But it's UK versus the world. But it's just, we're talking about the difference between what we have to deal with here and what they have to deal with Brexit and with COVID and all of that. My son just happened into the room. Don't touch. Oh, well, you see how well he listens. Look right here, buddy. Everybody's listening to you, so you have to be polite.
Okay. Hello. I think that berry goes in my gun.
Thank you, sir. You're going to be a big boy.
Well, I think that berry is a superpower thing. Okay.
Well, Israel, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Esteban said, hello, little one. Say hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, sir.
I wonder what his name is.
His name is Estevan.
Oh, I'm talking to Estevan.
What's your name?
Logan Jernigan.
Logan Jernigan.
Man, that's Trey over there.
Oh, it's Trey over here.
You want that one on that one?
Nope.
Okay.
My son is 4 years old.
I'm 4 years old. When this number comes up, I will be a big kid and my tooth fall out.
Your teeth will fall out.
Then I'll get more money to be rich.
You're going to be rich.
I'm rich already.
I know you are. Funny story about this past weekend. My brother got married.
Broke.
My 4-year-old decided he was going to take fans that they were giving away for free for the heat to fan yourself and sell them to people for $1. And he made $12.
Yeah.
Good job.
Bam. To make me rich.
All right. Just to recap, we are watching the last male of the season
Yeah.
pop out. I feel like he's going to make a good push here shortly.
I think there's a subscribe button.
There is a subscribe button. He said,
And hit the subscribe button down below.
hit that subscribe button down below. Somebody watches a lot of YouTube, but hey, I didn't even have to train him like that.
Boom. Well, my dad did that. Because I was supposed to.
Yeah.
But they were supposed to subscribe.
They're supposed to subscribe. Well, most of these are probably already subscribed.
And
But if you haven't, set the alerts to get told when things like this happen. These are a random event.
and I'm sorry.
All right, why don't you hang out with Mama now?
I want to see the thing.
All right, you gotta be quiet. But yeah, our Supergiant season is going to be huge for next year. I've got 2 more females coming in the next 2 days that will be ready for next year. 1 bell, 1 trimper. I've gotten trimpers from a couple different people. Got some from Gecko Boa, some from Ron Trimper's line from Moose. She's a big female. So next year is going to be exciting. And I really have a good feeling about this male. 60 grams at 3 months. I'm coming for Germany. That 185-pound record is going down. How many super giants do you have, Esteban? I personally, I'm up to 60. 60, and I'm not including babies, but it's close to 60, males and females. I need to sit down and do a hard count, but I feel like if I do that, I'm going to lose my mind. The big thing we have for next year is we're going to have some really good tangerine line. I'm going to be mixing. I've got a really orangish red Inferno male that's going to be crossed to these 2 female tornadoes from Tug. I really want to get a Godzilla Supergiant from Gecko's Setup, but the ones they have currently are 2 to 3 years old and not but about 100 grams. And, I want to get a male and a female, or at least a female. And that might happen. But I do want one. I do need to get one. It will happen. Here we go. Some more movement. Come on, little guy. Seven cats. It's a lot. Are they mice catching cats or freeloading cats? Oh yeah, Geckos etc. doesn't sell anything that's I take that back. A lot of the Black Knights are relatively young, but the everyone I've got several from them, and every one of them were 2 to 3 years old. Um, Beautiful, don't get me wrong, but just older. Yeah, a good cat usually can scare a dog, at least the tough ones. Where are you located, Esteban? Yeah, cats and lizards. I mean, you can do it if you keep them in their aquarium and don't let the cats around it. Central California. You could sell your house in Central California, move to the East Coast, and still have money enough to buy 3 houses and 1,000,000 geckos. I lived in Utah for quite a while, and Utah had gotten pretty much the same thing. Everybody would sell their house for a ridiculous amount of money in California and move to Utah, and prices of houses went through the roof. So come on, dude. Turn the light down just a little bit more. See if that helps him out a little bit. You're right there near Steve Sykes. You could walk to his place. All right, guy. I want Israel to see his first leopard gecko live. So, Israel, you're in Belize? Is that what you were saying? You're in Belize? And if y'all could help me out, I'm trying to see what kind of delay this is doing. If you hear me say this, type yes. Okay, so there's about a 10-second delay. Israel, no, it's late on the East Coast, and this was just an impromptu live. Not a lot of people do lives on YouTube, so they might not see. I didn't really get a chance to set it up and let people know. So I don't expect a whole bunch of people to jump on. I appreciate the couple that did. The biggest thing is it's recording, so it'll be recorded on there, and people can go back and watch it at a later date if they want to. I document this stuff for me for the most part. And like you see, this has been running for 39 minutes now, so sometimes they take a while. And there we go. I filmed this a couple times, and it's funny how it's just nothing, 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 nothing. Zoop. Well, Israel, I appreciate that. Is anybody you can get to subscribe and watch some of these videos, I appreciate it. I do this for my daughter. My daughter is 7. She, yeah, no problem, Estevan. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, do your dad stuff. That's what I was just saying. I do this for my daughter because she thinks it's so cool to say we do YouTube videos. So, um, oh, oh, oh. He might have left too soon. He's thinking about it. Hey, Jason, looks like you came in right at the right time. He is about to push, and I say that this could take another 20 minutes. So, well, here he comes. And that is how a leopard gecko comes into the world. 43 minutes of sitting, 10 seconds of actual coming out. Well, it's real when it posts. You can go back to it, look at it, take a look and see the end. What he'll do is he'll clean himself off with the yolk. I'll put him in a tub, and yeah, Jason, you you walked right into it. All right, thank y'all to the ones that came. Whoever that third person is, you just missed him finally popping his little butt out. But this will be on the site here shortly, so feel free to fast forward through 44 minutes and see the last hoorah. All right. Thank you, everybody.